machine. That all you know. If you give the instructions to the computer, then only it can work. Computer is mainly divided into two. What are they? Software and hardware. What's the meaning of hardware? The tangible components of a computer are called hardware. That means that we can touch, felt, that you can see, that is called tangible components. Okay. For example, this is a computer. See, these are the hardware components of a computer. See, this is mouse and this one is the keyboard. Okay, you all are familiar with like this computer. Okay, this is the hardware devices of this computer. This is called a hardware. Okay, understood? You all understood. What's mean by software? If you give some instruction to the computer, it can work. Then only it can work because this is a machine. If you give some instruction, then only it can work. Okay. What is a software? Can you give some examples for software? You all are familiar with the MS Word, MS PowerPoint. What's the use of MS Word? To create documents. What's the use of PowerPoint? To create animations. These are known as softwares. If you want to communicate with this computer, we can use these softwares that we can't touch but we can use. We can feel. Okay? That is called a softwares. Group of instructions are called a software. Okay? You can see some softwares are available in this computer. MS Office, Java, Google, everything we can see this one. Some application, different types of software we can see. Okay. Then I think you understood what's meaning of hardware and what's the meaning of software. Okay.
Hardware and software together make up a computer system. It's important for them to work together because absence of either one would make the computer aging, which cannot be used. Even the smallest computers need both hardware and software. Let's learn about some Children, do you know what is this? Central Processing Unit. It's also known as microprocessor, central processor or simply processor of the computer. CPU for a computer is what brain is for the human body. It coordinates all the attachments to a computer in form of hardware and software devices and process all the instructions received by the computer. The CPU is made up of arithmetic logic unit and control unit. The arithmetic logic unit, as the name suggests, performs all mathematical, logical and decision functions. On the other hand, control units directs all the operations. The CPU also includes memory unit which serves the principal storage units. I think you understood what's the different parts of the CPU? Arithmetic unit, control unit and memory unit. Okay. Motherboard. Motherboard is also referred to as logic board in Apple computers. It is located at the back or bottom of the computer CPU cabinet. Motherboard is the most essential part of the computer as it distributes power to the hardware of the computer and connects the central processing unit with other hardware allowing communication. All internal hardware devices of the computer are connected via motherboard. It's mainly made up of the processor chip, BIOS, memory chips, external storage controllers, and expansion slots for connecting additional services board. Peripheral component interconnect. It is a hardware that connects all the other internal hardware devices to the motherboard and distribute power. PCI is responsible for distribution of power allocated by the motherboard. Random access memory. In short, RAM. Random access memory is the memory that can be accessed when the computer is working. It can be used randomly by the operating system for running different programs and processes. RAM is a volatile memory, that is, data is stored temporarily. The memory is wiped when the system shuts down. It's like a simple calculator which does the calculations but does not keep the record of the calculations. once steps are cleared. RAM can be static or dynamic. Read-only memory, ROM. It is the memory which can be read by the computer but cannot be overwritten. ROM is non-volatile and unlike RAM, is not erased when the computer system shuts down. It cannot be modified or erased randomly like RAM. ROM is responsible for storing the instructions that start the computer. ROM can be of three types. What are they? Programmable read-only memory, PROM. Erasable programmable read-only memory, EPROM. And electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, EEPROM. Okay, all of you please listen to this one, PROM, EPROM and EEPROM. These three are the different types of ROM. And should study the abbreviations also, expansions also, sorry. Okay, this is a non-volatile memory. Okay. What is this? Sound card. It is the hardware component that controls the transmission of audio signals. It receives audio signals and sends them to and from the computer. Sound card allows the computer to play music through devices like speakers as it converts digital signals to sound and vice versa. The sound card can be upgraded for better quality. I think you all are familiar with this one because if you need to hear, if you want to listen one music, you need these sound cards. Okay. Do you know what is this? Video cards. It's a hardware device responsible for generating video compute outputs for display screen peripherals or projector, also known as graphic or display card adapter. Video card can be discrete or integrated. The graphic card has its own processor which is nowadays also used for non-graphic computations. The processor known as graphic processing unit can perform various computation functions but cannot replace CPU. Okay. What is this? I think you all are familiar with this one. Disk drives. The disk drive allows a user to access data on a storage disk. The user can read, write, delete and modify such data. It can be inside the CPU cabinet or be added as an external component. The type of disk drive varies with the kind of storage drive used. That is hard disk drive, CD drive, DVD drive. Here we can see DVD drive. Okay, we are always using this DVD drive to see the films and all. Okay, to play DVDs. We are using this DVD drive. Because of that, you are all familiar with this DVD drive and CD drive also. If you want to insert a CD, you are using this CD drive. Okay. Switch mode power supply. Switch mode power SMPS. Switch mode power supply acts as a stabilizer for the computer system. It ensures that the computer is not damaged by the electrical power input. It stabilizes the power output by switched on and off the load current. It converts AC, that means alternating current, to DC, direct current. The built-in fan cools down the system by releasing the excessive heat. Modem. Modulator-demodulator or modem is a device that converts analog signals into digital signals and vice versa. This allows transfer of data from one computer system to another. The data in digital form is converted in analog form so that it can be sent through the telephone lines and is again converted into digital form when received by another computer. Modem can be internal or external. The laptops on handheld devices use PC card modem, a more compact version of the device that does not need any cables other than telephone lines. Okay, when you are using internet connection, you need a modem. What's the use of this modem? Modem is a device that converts analog signals into digital signals and vice versa. That means it can also use to convert digital signals to voice analog signals. Okay, this is a use of a modem. Okay. Heat sink. It's a device that generally uses a fan to remove excess heat from the computer system. This is the general technology used to cool a system, but many new technologies like water cooling have been introduced for more efficient cooling. And the last one is ports. These are the point of connection between the computer and other external devices. Port is on the motherboard of the computer system and can be used to connect the cables of an external device like mouse, keyboard or monitor. The ports are placed in front of or back of the computer cabinet, CPU cabinet. They are marked by size, shape and color for different kinds of jacks and external devices. Okay, we can insert different types of devices using these ports. Children, all of you understood this internal hardwares? If you like this one, please share it for other students also. And if you subscribe my channel, then only you will get the next videos related to this. And if you want to get the notification of the videos, just press on bell button and please subscribe my channel, then only you will get the videos related to this. Okay, thank you.